Jane Austen's novel presents a profound exploration of human character through the contrasting lives of the Dashwood sisters, Eleanor and Marianne. Following the death of their father, the sisters, along with their mother and younger sibling, are left in a precarious financial situation and are forced to leave their home for a modest cottage offered by a relative. This displacement sets the stage for a story deeply concerned with the intersection of personal feeling and social survival. The core of the narrative lies not merely in their romantic pursuits, but in their fundamentally different approaches to life's trials and joys, offering a timeless meditation on the need to harmonize inner conviction with outward circumstance. Eleanor Dashwood embodies the principle of sense. She is prudent, disciplined, and places a high value on self-command and consideration for others. Her feelings for Edward Ferrars, the brother of her sister-in-law, are deep and genuine, yet she masters them, concealing her affection and subsequent disappointment out of a sense of propriety and to avoid burdening her family. Her strength lies in her resilience and her ability to navigate complex social obligations with grace and intelligence. However, Austen subtly critiques an excess of this virtue. Eleanor's extreme self-containment borders on repression, risking a life devoid of the warmth and connection that comes from vulnerable expression. Her sense is a shield, but one that can also isolate. Marianne Dashwood, in vibrant contrast, is the soul of sensibility, a term denoting emotional receptivity and passionate feeling. She lives openly and intensely, believing that true love should be immediate, overwhelming, and declared without reservation. She finds Eleanor's cautious regard for Edward pitifully tepid, and instead gives her whole heart to the dashing John Willoughby, who appears to be her romantic ideal. Marianne's world is one of poetic fervor, where landscape mirrors emotion and social conventions are scorned as hypocrisy. Her approach leads to rapturous happiness but also to devastating, very public heartbreak when Willoughby proves faithless. Her journey is a painful education in the perils of an unguarded heart and the reality that first impressions are not infallible guides to character. The narrative arc traces the gradual, often painful, convergence of these two paths. Marianne's catastrophic romantic collapse forces her to confront the consequences of her own impetuosity. Her physical and emotional breakdown is a crucible from which she emerges with a new appreciation for steadiness, discretion, and the quiet devotion of Colonel Brandon, a man she had initially dismissed as too old and sedate. She learns that feeling deeply does not preclude the need for judicious thought. Conversely, Eleanor is pushed to her emotional limits through a series of silent sufferings: Edward's secret prior engagement to the petty Lucy Steele, and the constant need to manage her family's affairs. Her climactic, tearful release upon learning she is free to love Edward is a powerful moment where her disciplined sense finally makes room for profound sensibility. She discovers that strength is not solely in endurance, but also in the capacity to feel and express joy. Austen's genius is in refusing to simply vindicate one sister over the other. The resolution is not a victory of sense over sensibility, but a synthesis. Both sisters achieve happiness, but it is a happiness tempered and deepened by their acquired wisdom. Marianne learns to esteem without idolatry, and Eleanor learns to value without excessive reserve. The novel argues that a well-lived life requires the head and the heart in dialogue, passion given structure by principle, and prudence animated by genuine feeling. It is a guide to navigating a world full of both genuine feeling and calculated deception, suggesting that true maturity lies in balancing our internal truths with the external demands of society, family, and love.